everybody, welcome back to my channel. Athletes who play alongside one another have a special kind of bond, one that's forged in the heat of passionate plays, devastating losses, moments of suspense, and even rivalries between teammates. This was definitely the case for Shaq O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. The teammates famously feuded, but they also forged a close friendship that now leaves O'Neal with regrets in the face of his friend's tragic and ultimately death. While fans may remember the two as rivals who famously threw shade at one another on and off the court, the full story is much more complicated. In their post-game years, the pair had developed quite a connection to one another, to each other's families. Now Bryant's friend is left to mourn alongside Bryant's family and his own. Bryant and O'Neal are undoubtedly among the most famous basketball players of all time. On his own, O'Neal had an impressive start to his NBA career. He received Rookie of the Year and was the first rookie since Michael Jordan to be selected as an All-Star starter. His time with the Orlando Magic culminated in 3 consecutive playoff appearances. It wasn't until O'Neal joined the Lakers, however, that his career really took off, and a lot of that is due to playing alongside Bryant. The pair took their team to win 3 consecutive NBA titles. They were truly a force to be reckoned with, and their combined skills on the court made the Lakers a team that will go down in history for its long-lasting success. Of course, all that success comes with some strings attached. When 2 incredibly talented athletes share the court and the awards, they don't necessarily want to share the glory. While the two were both incredibly successful athletes, they had very different personalities. Bryant was known for his focused, competitive edge, while O'Neal was much more laid back and relaxed. These differences became the core of their dispute, with O'Neal suggesting Bryant was selfish and disconnected from the team, while Bryant insisted O'Neal was lazy and not committed to the game. The pair each made barbs at one another. Bryant would question O'Neal's leadership abilities and poke fun at him for being out of shape. O'Neal would lash out at Bryant's ball-hogging and poor sportsmanship. At the height of the feud, the pair simply couldn't work together. In fact, Bryant revealed that he was about to request a trade and move to the Bulls to get away from O'Neal. O'Neal, however, had already requested a trade for himself and was headed to Miami to play with the Heat. Now that Bryant has tragically died, O'Neal is left with some regrets about their friendship. While one might expect him to regret the feud and the fact that the dynamic duo was split into separate teams, that's not the case. His regret is about their connection to one another post-retirement. "I wish we would have communicated more," O'Neal explained. He went on to say that he was close to Bryant's kids and that Bryant was close to his own children. In fact, Bryant had messaged O'Neal's son, Sharif, the very morning of his death at 8:29 a.m. Bryant asked Sharif, "You good, fam?" Sharif responded to him at 10:58 a.m. before he knew that Bryant's helicopter had crashed just an hour before. While the pair clearly had a heated and complicated relationship, they ultimately loved one another like brothers and were there for each other's families. Now O'Neal is left wishing he could have put more time talking to his friend. Thank you for listening. For more celebrity news, please like, comment and subscribe.